Sap, what's good, bruh? This man's kinda high out here. Hey, yo, the flyest motherfucker in the room, yeah, you know it's me. Bitches hating on him cause he started out here locally. Hopefully, I'll be at the top soon. For now, I'm at my house, on the couch, watching cartoons. You know how much you love it when you get it in abundance. Give a fuck about a budget when you always be the subject of discussion. But it's nothing when you stop and just say fuck it. Cause you walking out in public and you hear him talking rubbish. I just wanna ride through the city in a cutlass. Find a big butt bitch, somewhere get my nuts kissed. That's the way it goes when you party just like I do. Bitches on my dick that used to brush me off in high school. Take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit. Look at all this money, ain't that some shit? Take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit. Look at all this money, ain't that some shit? We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. That's why all my bitches bad. They see this crazy life I have in A&R. We gon' win, you can take the lose or draw. What I'm in, got these hoes who used to play me in they bras. We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. Take over the world, watch these haters get mad. That's why all my bitches bad. They see this crazy life I have. Hop into the car and then we take them to the pad. It's the rap. And motherfuckers think they know me, but they never met the kids. Style come with excellence and money make benevolence. Irrelevant for the fuckers who never been intelligent. I kill my handy, break the bottle for the hell of it. Tell a bitch that she better bring her friends. And if she want an autograph, she better bring a pen. Yeah, the party never end. This life is what I recommend. And if you gotta hope it for me, then she better be a 10. I ain't picky, but these girls be acting tricky when the situation's sticky and the liquor got them silly. But I take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit. Look at all this money, ain't that some shit? We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. That's why all my bitches bad. They see this crazy life I have in A&R. We gon' win, you can take the lose or draw. What I'm in, got these hoes who used to play me in they bras. We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. Take over the world, watch these haters get mad. That's why all my bitches bad. They see this crazy life I have. Hop into the car and then we take them to the pad. It's a rap. that are kind, willing to put it all out on the line, ready to go toe to toe to make sure that you're fine. Yeah. A bullet for me, take a bullet for you, not a bullet for anyone out of this room. Keep your circle tight, it'll be alright. Keep your circle tight, it'll be alright. It'll be just fine, it'll be just fine. Woke up last night, not knowing where I was. What is this, real life, or is it from the drugs? Or just the happy times that I've been living in? Come on and grab a seat and just start vibing with me. Vibing with me. Vibing with me. Vibing with me. Come on and grab a seat and just start vibing with.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? We are here for... Oh, there we go. I also have to turn this up just a little bit. What is going on, guys? Welcome back. We are here for another stream. Yeah, we got a lot that we are going to be doing here tonight. I'm actually changing up some of my schedule, so listen up. Here are the current plans of what's going on here today. Number one, I am now going to be doing React Andy Sundays on the weekend that I'm not doing my podcast. So this week is podcast only. Next week, React Andy. The next week, podcast. The next week, React Andy. That's just how we're going to do it. Gives plenty of content. I don't have to worry about as much being like, okay, I need reactions for every Sunday. It'll now be every other Sunday. Second, I have been in talks with Sam, and I think after we have 2 more episodes with friends, and then afterwards that, we are actually going to do our own interview podcast. So we're going to have the MayhueMusic interview, and then we'll have the Jozay Rozay interview. That way you guys can kind of... I know some of you know about me, but some of you don't know more about me. It'll be a really good way to you guys kind of get to know like my interpersonal life and whatnot. There's some other things I want to talk about. Just a slowly upgrading stream. I have some goals and donations and other shit that I have in mind. I don't have a goal for it that would normally show up like right here where my other stuff is. But I do have a goal of the Razor Crest. Everyone really enjoyed the Boba Fett ship, and everyone really enjoyed the Imperial ship build. So the Razor Crest is next. It's a little expensive. I'm putting in about probably $50 of my own money into it, and then the rest will be raised by you guys. And then I also did just drop $600 on a fucking new chair, so I won't have this squeaky piece of shit chair that I currently have anymore. I'm gonna probably be doing a build stream on that one. So, there's that. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else that's really major or crazy. If you guys can't tell by today's title, we are going to be having our buddy Grubbington, aka Joe, with co-host Josh. Ryan's sometimes unavailable on Sundays. We're going to try and get Ryan back for when we do my interview. I mean, obviously, the kid's my best friend. If you do ! Best friend, he shows up. But he's just been busy with life and shit. So I'm going to try and see if I can't pull him away for at least one Sunday. So we're going to see about that. I know the guys are listening, so I'm giving you 5 seconds before I throw you in here. So just to let you know. And then, yeah, guys, that's kind of it. That's kind of the only sort of, shit, what am I trying to say? Some of announcements that I have for you guys for as of right now. But I'm going to pull the boys in here, and we're going to get this started and going. What up, boys? Wait, why are we going back there? Also, why can't I hear any of you? Hello?
I don't know. It asked me to do something.
Dude, my audio is all fucked up. Let's do pro. Okay, this is all the way up. This is all the way up. Hello?
You sound fine, Joe.
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you guys.
Hey, what's up?
I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna cover myself up like this. Joe, are you gonna put on your camera or not?
Sure thing.
I was about to say you don't have to if you don't want to. Oh shit, now I'm covering Josh. Okay. Alright, boys. How are we doing? How are we doing here today?
Hello.
Man.
Pretty good.
Welcome. So I know it's been a minute. I'm not gonna cap. This is on me. I've been pretty lazy with the content recently. I've just been lazy. That's been lazy as fuck. But I also kind of wanted to get the podcast switched on the weekend where my dad works. So there's also that. So eventually one of the episodes was going to wait another week. So I'm kind of happy it actually happened like this. And just sort of the content recently in the gaming world has been a little lacking. So I'm kind of glad it did happen like this, but also not at the same time. I kind of miss being able to hang out with you guys and see what's going on. Sam, how you doing? How's life?
Pretty good. It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty quiet past week or so.
Yeah. Josh?
Been interesting. Just got spring break, but didn't really feel like spring break. So I
Okay.
worked the entire time. But yeah, other than that.
And then our
Nothing
lovely
much.
guest, Mr. Joe, aka Grubbington.
Oh man, it's
The
party never
Grubbington.
stops.
I bet.
I work in an office all day.
Yeah, I don't blame
God.
you. Yeah,
Weekends,
fuck
that's about
that.
it.
Yeah.
Fuck that. For real.
What do you do all day?
So I go into so I'm a consultant that supports an application, like a cybersecurity, an access management application. So basically, it means that I go in and I'm the main source of support for if something breaks or somebody needs some information from an application that kind of like connects to a bunch of other things.
Nice.
They come to me and say, "Do this, get this information," and you know what? It's like
Yeah.
you just have to do it. You have to figure out a way to get a lot of things. Say somebody joins a company. How do you get the correct information for somebody that's joining a company? So
So do you
It's
hate
neat.
your life?
it's well, yeah,
It's good.
it pays well. It pays well. Let's put it that way.
Hey,
That's
work's
about it.
work, you know?
Yeah,
Once
hey,
work's
man.
done, you're a different person, you
Get
know?
your,
Yeah.
get
Get
your
it
bag,
over with.
dude.
Yeah.
That's all that matters really at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Obviously you are 23 with the rest of us. Besides me, I'm a youngin.
Yep.
And just kind of get some warm up questions before we really dive into you after Sam and I cover Valorant. What got you into gaming?
It's the anime
Ooh.
titties.
Oh no, it was well before that. I have an NES.
You had an
And,
NES?
Yeah, my dad's old
Really?
NES. My mom was like staunchly against video games when I was little,
Oh,
and
God.
like my dad found his old NES and would let us play with it because it was like at that point still it was 20-year-old
Yeah.
games and stuff. So
How old were you at this
got
point?
started with that, and then like my cousin gave me his old Game Boy Color, and
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
ever since then.
Do you remember your
Just been,
first game?
It was probably Duck Hunt. And then like what the first one on my Game Boy Color was Pokemon Yellow.
Nice.
Yup.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
okay.
been a lot of recent people's first game is Pokemon. That's usually the 9 out of 10 answer that we usually get.
I mean, yeah, mine was Emerald, I think.
Mine was not.
I've had-
I forget what
Yeah,
my
it was
first game
Emerald.
was. Anyways,
It's probably like the best game
Mine
to like
was
hand to a kid.
definitely Emerald. No, it wasn't Emerald. It was the OG Super Mario Bros.
I
on
think
the
that's what
Silver
mine
Game
was
Boy
too,
Advance.
Josh. I
It
think
wasn't Pokemon yet because I couldn't even grasp the understanding of what Pokemon was, or Galaga. I played
One
the
of the
fuck
two.
out of Galaga.
I'm so old school. I remember playing Pong.
Are those like the Pac-Man, like those handheld things that you'd plug
Yeah.
into your CRTV?
Yeah.
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 One.
We
Like
had,
the
like, a recent
SpongeBob one and the Pac-Man
Dude.
one.
Did you have the Spider-Man one where it was like kind of like motion sensor?
Yeah, I did have a
That
Spider-Man
one was so
That one was
cool.
pretty cool.
But it was just so broken half the time that like you'd be jumping up in the air trying to fling shit and just like it wouldn't work.
Games were so bad, but they were so fun.
Yeah, and now we have VR, dude.
Yeah,
VR,
that's a
like-
crazy
VR
world to
stuff
live in
around
right
here.
now.
Like
Yep.
how we went from just like shitty like movement speeds to just and like smooth like
Remember how it
graphics
all
in a
started out with
different
the Kinect, the Xbox Kinect?
yeah.
I didn't
had
have one of those, but I had a
You
lot of friends
didn't?
that have those. No, because I was a PlayStation boy.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
everybody
they
was
forced
rocking with
them
the
upon
Xbox.
Xbox users for a little bit there. They were like,
Yeah,
you,
you
have
had to buy it with the
you
360.
had to get the
Yeah.
Kinect. Yeah.
That's so cringe.
I
Do
mean,
you
it
have to
was cool
connect it, or
have.
do you
was
just
nice
have to
having a
buy
camera.
it?
I forget.
It came with like a bundle, and then you could buy it separately.
Cringe. Joe, also, what is your favorite anime all time or at the moment? Or both?
I'll give you both. Right now, I think it just finished up, but Ranking of Kings is very good.
I need to start. I need to rewatch that.
I think I need to put
give
that
it
on my
another shot.
list.
It was really quality.
I've heard it's so
Um,
good.
Yeah. And then all
Is it the plot?
time, we're probably talking Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, that's a fair one.
It's so
Yeah.
classic.
What would you enjoy most about it?
About Cowboy Bebop, or
Yeah. Was it the music or?
I mean, between the music, the story, I mean, it really all just kind of fits together.
Mhm.
You know, it's one that has its like funny moments, has some serious moments. I think it really kind of gets it all. Hits all the notes.
That's like what bred Space Dandy, right? Pretty much that kind of genre.
Yeah, it inspired it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because like that, you just fall in love with the characters because of how like cool they are.
hmm
Yeah.
I can respect those. And then lastly, before we dive in, Mr. Joe, is what is your favorite video game all time or at the moment or both?
Ooh.
I like
It
Genshin
has to be
Impact.
Des-
Right now, I play
has-
Destiny. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty much my primary game right now. So I'd be remiss to not say that.
It's like second
All
life.
time though, probably Ocarina of Time,
Okay.
maybe Twilight Princess.
I can respect that too.
Those are both good games.
I can definitely respect that.
Like, was it the story? Like, you just fell in love with?
The
Like-
story, the gameplay, puzzle solving. I mean,
Really?
Ocarina of Time really had it all.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's easily probably the best Zelda game.
Interesting. I
It's-
never played Zelda.
It's
so-
critically acclaimed by literally any Zelda player that it is the best Zelda game. Which
Which one,
I
Ocarina?
never,
I mean-
yeah, I've never played
Yeah.
myself, but
I played through it like twice or 3 times. I love that game.
it's something I'll have to end up doing.
So good.
Dude, I need to pick up my Switch again.
Yeah, I haven't touched mine. I'm waiting for Breath of the
I've been
Wild
so
2.
lazy.
Like, I haven't played Smash in so long. Like, I feel like Smash was one of those games that were just endlessly played. And, like,
Yeah.
so like, did your heart ever like when you're playing like sweaty games? Is your heart ever pounding like when you play?
Oh, dude, I get so sweaty.
Yeah.
Dude, try
Like-
playing Valorant and you have to do like a 1v3. Dude, I'm like shaking afterwards, dude. Like you see those memes of like after clutching and they're like doing this.
Yeah.
It's legit, man. It's serious.
Oh yeah. Oh
Dude,
yeah.
I simply do not have the time or the energy to play like that anymore. I really just don't.
Yeah. I like playing
It's
sweaty, but
adrenaline.
I also
Yeah.
really like my relaxing games. That's what my single player games are for though, you know? That's my
Yeah.
time to relax.
See,
I feel that.
I enjoy video games way more with like friends. It's so hard to find like a good single player sometimes. I feel like.
As long as you can like, it's for me like I just love a game that I can attach to the you know, the protagonist, and it has a decent story with good side characters. You know, like the last game I played like that was probably Cyberpunk. And I haven't really played a game like that since. I mean, I've gone through and played like Saints Row the Third and Red Dead Redemption 2 and Days Gone, which are easily great games, but like in recent times as of release date, for me it's Cyberpunk. I haven't felt like that in a while. Even with all the bugs and all the crash problems. It was a good story.
Because you haven't played Elden Ring.
Yeah, probably won't be touching that one.
Okay.
Well, boys, Sam and I are gonna get this Valorant news knocked out real quick, and then we'll get into it, okay?
You got it.
All right.
All right, Sam. So last time we talked, 100 Thieves was still in it. Unfortunately, they are not.
Yeah.
And we've actually had a few roster changes. Last time we talked, we picked up JC Stanny and Bang because they dropped Eccles and Baby J. And now they actually just released the new, or I say new, the old head coach, Jovi.
Yep.
We're going to miss him. He was a good dude. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to step up to 100 Thieves' expectations. And so now we got Sean Gares, DDK, and MikesHD, which is freaking nuts.
Very nuts.
As much as I don't like Sean Gares as a commentator, I think he will make a very great head coach. MikesHD is going to be the assistant coach, and then DDK is a Valorant manager who takes all of part of all of the sort of assets, roles changes, and whatnot with the team.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what they do with that. I think we're going to have a crazy VCT2 run. Do you have any thoughts?
Now they have time to practice, you know, with a new squad, new head coach. I have a feeling they'll probably make another change here pretty soon within the coming week. I have a staunch feeling that there'll be at least one more change. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
But now that they actually have time to practice and everything, hopefully VC2 run number 2 goes better. You know, it was not a great showing.
No,
But, you know, a lot of teams who were expected to make it didn't make it. Sentinels are out, and some other teams that were, you know, some of the best last season are not going to Iceland.
Yeah.
I think as of right now, the only confirmed teams are OpTic and the Guard, right?
Yeah, I think there's a few from EMEA, and some of the
I'm
others.
just talking NA, though.
Yeah, as of NA, those are the only two that are going into the... I think we only
really
got...
happy to see the Guard.
Yeah, for
going,
real.
personally.
They have been demons. I actually read up, Sam. So, you know Minion? That used to be Spider from T1.
Yeah.
Which I believe you and I talked very highly of him in
Yeah.
the first season, and he was let go really early too. So I'm glad to see him kind of succeed. I'm also very glad that we got the Guard and OpTic, because I think, you know, they used to be Envy, now they're OpTic for the rebrand when they got bought out.
Consistent, man.
Yeah.
Very consistent.
El Diablo.
Very consistent.
Since we're keeping up with 100 Thieves, I thought I talked about the merch drop when it was out. And I thought I should show off just a little bit of their collaboration. If you guys didn't know, they did a Attack on Titan collab. That is the back. And then this is the front.
That is pretty sweet.
It is freaking awesome. I'm so glad I got something of it. Probably easily my second favorite shirt that I've owned by them. First one being the white Halo shirt that I have. So yeah, that store sold out in literally, I think it was less than 15 minutes. It was completely sold out after being released. So there's that. We haven't heard any other confirmations about the new drop that might be coming out. We have no idea. We'll find out soon, and we'll let you guys know. Going more into actual Valorant besides 100 Thieves, unfortunately, Wardell has left TSM, which is so crazy, and now the only remaining member is Sabrosa.
Pretty
That is
nuts.
so sad. I don't know where Wardell's going to. There's talks of him going to 100 Thieves.
Yep.
So yeah,
We'll find out. No one really knows yet. Nothing's confirmed.
No.
But yeah, it was kind of a shock. I think it came down to he didn't want to move to Texas with the rest of the team. So
Yeah.
they gotta do what they gotta do.
which I don't blame him. He's his own person, and he's a great freaking player, and I know he'll get himself on a team at literally any time.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Oh, yeah. Sentinels didn't even make playoffs.
Yep. Pretty
That
crazy.
is-
They ended up getting clapped.
Yeah, they got destroyed.
13-1, right?
Yeah. Yeah, by the Gares.
Oof.
Imagine. Yeah, they were talking so much shit on 100 Thieves, and then they got it right back to them. So,
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a roster change there either after that performance.
yeah, Tens isn't going anywhere, man. That's a confirm. They paid way too much money to have Tens on that team. They literally had the biggest payout in Valorant history so far with his payout from Cloud9.
Yeah.
So I don't
We'll
see
see.
him getting dropped. Shazam's a really good IGL. I don't see him going either. So it's going to end up being Sick, Dappers, or Zoms. One of them's going to end up going. Only time will tell. We'll have to see how their second run goes, or if they're going to do any Mickey Mouse tournaments or not.
Yeah. We'll just have to see. I have a feeling that there will be a change, though. I've got a hunch.
I also have a hunch on that one, too. Going back a little bit to 100 Thieves, it's still mainly Valorant news, with JC Staney and Banks still being on loan. We're not sure where they're going to go. And then Ethan is the IGL, which I think is his first time IGLing as far as I know. So he's going through that. And then from the sources from George Jettis is that Wardell and Corey are in talks with 100 Thieves. So that's where I kind of bring in Bang and JC Staney. Where are they going to go? As well as if they go, where does Hiko become an analyst? Does Hiko get replaced at all? Because the leak said that Ethan and Asuna are staying.
The leak also did say that this is not confirmed.
It is not
so
confirmed. That
it's-
is also
who knows?
true. It's all up in the air. By next episode, we should know more. Hopefully. We don't know. Those contracts can take forever, but Nadeshot did put out a couple of tweets that's like, look, man, we are here to win. Like, I know all these roster changes are crazy. I know that, everything is changing constantly, and it seems like we're just disorientated and we don't know what I'm paraphrasing, by the way, but Nadeshot wants to win a championship, especially in Valorant. And I'm excited to where that's going to go. Obviously, I'm a big Nadeshot fan. So, only time will tell, as like all the other news that we have going on. And then lastly but not least, this is my favorite so far, Sam. JasonR versus Tarik featuring Zellsis. Now, dude.
Oh yeah, you guys can also get into this one. This one's pretty nuts.
Yeah, Joe and Josh, you guys will like this.
Give them the rundown.
So, to make a long story short, JasonR is a bigger streamer for Valorant. And the last couple months, he's been called out on dodging women in Valorant games, and as well banning them in his Twitch chat.
Oh my
if
god!
they,
You know what? I actually think I read something about
Yeah,
this.
he's
Yeah,
like-
no, he's been trending.
He was like been banning women in his Twitch chat for representing like if they seem like they're a woman. And
How sketch are these? Like, how sketch are these sources?
no, it's
Like, are they-
legit.
No, it's
Yeah?
confirmed. It's like
confirmed.
a thing.
Have you seen like screenshots of like other
Yes,
screenshots?
There's
Yeah,
been
there's
screenshots,
videos of him doing it. There's
Oh,
many women
God.
that have come out on Twitter that's like, yeah, I've been banned from Jason's stream for the last year.
Has he dreamed it yet? You know?
No.
he's confessed to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
like,
he confessed to
a
it
day
ago.
last night, I think. So
Oh
here's
my
what happened:
God.
is that JasonR has been begging people to like stand up for him because he hasn't come out and then like fully admitted it and been like, yeah, I do this. He didn't do what Ninja did. And so last night, Tarik and Zellsis from V1 were gonna play together on stream. And then JasonR was like, yo, Tarik, I want to talk to you real quick. And all three of them are mid-stream. And basically, Tarik and JasonR went at it for like half an hour or so last night. Mid-stream, in front of thousands of people. And basically ended up being like, yeah, I'm a sexist piece of shit. And Tarik was like, dude, I'm your friend, but I don't support what you do, and I don't support your motives, and you need to go out and apologize and make a statement. And Zellsis is in this call, in a Valorant lobby queue together, and Zellsis didn't say a single word. And so, dude, I opened up Twitter this morning, and there was nothing but memes. It was so funny. It has easily got to be some of the funniest shit I've ever seen on Twitter.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And he
Yeah.
said that the reason was it was like to respect to his wife that he just doesn't play with other women and stuff.
What?
Which
Oh,
is
I
like-
excuse, right?
That was that was also Ninja's excuse, but Ninja like straight up came out and said that like when it was happening. This guy has been like gaslighting his audience into thinking that his like streams are crashing, and his like whenever he leaves a lobby, he's like, "Oh, dude, my Valorant just like crashed." Like that's crazy.
Unexpectedly.
Oh.
And Ninja
It
also
was
said that
crazy.
he wasn't
Oh my
streaming with
God.
women because he didn't want kids going out and be like, "Oh, Ninja's playing with Pokimane, they must be together." That was also
And
one of his reasons.
It
but-
was like Ninja wasn't banning women from his chat or like
Yeah.
not
Right.
playing with them. Like if it was a random girl that he ended up playing with in like Valorant or something, he wouldn't
dodge
immediately
and
leave.
yeah.
It's just weird. This JasonR stuff is just weird. Like you
It's-
can't tell me that it's not like strange.
It is strange. So
It's
only
definitely weird.
only more will come from that. But dude, last night I didn't catch any of it last night on stream, but I did basically catch up on it on Twitter this morning. It was so fucking funny. It was some of the best shit I've ever seen.
Pretty bizarre. Pretty bizarre.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
Moving into world news. Unfortunately, we lost the drummer from Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Have you seen him? Have you ever seen Foo Fighters live before?
No, and that makes me really upset because they were one of the bands that I really
Yeah.
wanted to see.
I got to see him play once live with my dad and my brother. He was like on a scissor lift, like 40 feet in the air, like drumming, like a drum solo for like 20 minutes.
That's
Yeah, dude was
awesome.
It
badass.
felt like 20 minutes. It was
Sucks.
insane. He was wearing like Eddie Van Halen shorts. Oh my god, he was a great drummer.
Yeah, we don't know why he passed away. But condolences to his family and to any friends, and obviously to the band. Unfortunate for Dave Grohl, because that is now a second person super close in his life that he's lost. I mean, besides family, but you know, like a bandmate, and it's really upsetting. So rest in peace to a true legend.
How did he die?
We don't know yet. No
Interesting.
idea. We'll find out soon. But on brighter news, government passes bill to make daylight savings time permanent, which is
Yes.
freaking awesome.
Let's fucking go.
So tired.
It's gonna be awesome until they move Indiana back to Central Time.
Yeah, it was so
Oh my god.
dumb.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Wait, are we
Yeah.
going to Central Time? Are we going to be based out of Chicago now?
That's probably what will happen because that's what it was before they implemented daylight savings time.
Honestly, I kind of be okay with that. Wait, does that mean we get... Wait, I have to think about this. My dumbass. So, if we get implemented back, because we just lost an hour, does that mean we're going to lose another hour?
No, I think they'll just restandardize it.
Okay, that'll be
I'm not
interesting.
sure
That'll be a
because you know
shit
we're at
show.
the end of our time zone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're at the very, very
I'm
end
like
of New
damn
York
near at the
time.
border. I could drive 20 minutes and it'd be an hour earlier.
It wouldn't even make sense. Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's just it's definitely weird here being at the end there because it's like everything affects it a little differently. If we were like dead center in a time zone, it'd be a little easier, but
Yeah.
in the end.
I kind of be
Over the
okay
summer,
with going to
yeah.
Chicago time, though.
Yeah.
I think it'd be quality of life easier. Going on to you, Joe. This is when the interview part starts, bud. So, starting with you and Josh, because you guys have been playing hella Destiny. How has the new Witch Queen raid been like?
It was cool. It
was
was
cool.
very cool. I didn't finish all of it, but the encounters I did do. I mean, Joe finished it all.
Yeah.
And the encounters I did do, they were so intricate. They weren't just like shoot a button and then like you shoot a boss pretty much, or like it was more like it was difficult enough to like have fun, if that made sense. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. But it
Yeah,
was
so like, yeah, I'll go in a little more into depth about
Yeah.
them because I ran this for hours and hours.
yeah.
So like the first encounter, you get into like this big room, and there's just like a giant bone in the middle of the room,
Mm-hmm. It was
which is
like
just
that
there for
warm
thematic
god,
purposes. It's like from a worm god or something. And then like you have to like move around the room, shooting these different things, going in like these doors that open up, and you have to like grab stuff, and then like shoot something else really fast, and it's just like it's really high paced and
It's
pretty
teamwork based.
interesting.
It's
Yeah.
really teamwork based. Like you have
Super
like,
teamwork based.
but it's not like incredibly like difficult to like have a call out. But there are points in time where you do need to have a call out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've been
then
seeing
what?
you, Zach, Eric, Ryan all doing raids together, and it seems like you guys were just having a bunch of fun about it.
I mean,
Raids are
it's a
sick.
good time. It's a good
Raids are
time.
like top 5 gaming moments.
Yeah, because
Ever.
it's like an adventure with your like team that you play with all.
Raids are insane.
Yeah.
How come you haven't touched it, Sam?
I'm just not in the mood. I've been busy. Like, I'd rather just play Overwatch. I don't know. Like, I get in a Destiny mood every now and again, and I'm sure I'll end up getting into it.
Okay.
But, it's also like one of
5 years
Destiny's
later.
downsides is it's fucking expensive. Like,
Destiny is so expensive.
it's stupidly expensive, and it's really annoying. Really annoying. Like, that's like
Hopefully
the
you'll
major
get better.
reason.
Hopefully you'll get better though, because they
No,
just.
it's gonna get worse.
Because the
they-
problem is
Xbox
it's
just
like
bottom right.
it's like an
Uh,
MMO light, right? So like stuff like World of Warcraft, you pay a subscription, right, and you get all the content and stuff like that. Or Final Fantasy, you pay a subscription, $15 a month, and you get all this content. And Destiny has this weird
No,
in
Destiny's
between where it's
actually
like
cheaper if you
free.
price it out.
Really.
Yeah, so if you've been playing Destiny since it started, so that's one of the things. Like, you have to buy a couple expansions to get everything. An expansion's like $40, and then a season there's 4 seasons, and they're $10 a piece, right?
Yeah.
So really, together it's $70, right?
Yeah. But you're willing to pay the upfront cost, or
right,
you can.
and
like,
that's for an entire year. That's
Yeah.
all the content for a year, and you're able to access it later. Right. So really, month to month, you price it out, and it's what, $6, something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's
True.
like, and it's like you constantly are having fun with the new content though too. I feel like there's definitely stuff to do if you're really into Destiny. That like you don't like essentially have to do all the time.
Right. Like, that you have an entire season to
Yeah.
do all the crap you want. Like,
And if you're gonna
I
pay
have to
$60,
go play. Yeah.
like for one game, versus paying $70 for an entire month or for an entire year.
Yeah, I wish I could get into
the
Destiny, but
content.
I never.
That
Well,
you're
it's
gonna
hard
have
for
to
new
do.
players. Like for me, I know how it works. I have a season, I have an expansion. But
Well, I think
it's hard to be like, oh, you're like brand new to the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
He'll never be
Yeah.
able to experience Forsaken. He'll never be able to experience like.
I
so
think
much
you and
shit.
I have talked about either you're like a really big Halo fan or like a really big Destiny fan.
I like both. What are you talking
I
about?
also like both, but I'm gonna be honest. I played Halo Infinite for the couple weeks that everybody.
Yeah,
played,
Halo
and
fucking-
It dropped off, dude.
Yeah.
It drops
It
so
wasn't a bad
hard.
game. I
Very
love
hard.
playing it.
It's
No,
not a
it's
bad
not.
game.
It's not.
But
But
the pricing
The
model,
incentives.
the fact
No
that you
content.
can't,
See,
like,
the thing
unlock
is
anything.
Halo will make a comeback the moment Forge comes out. The moment Forge comes out, Halo will be back. Because you'll be able to do custom games. People are going to be
I
able to
could
make
see
their own
that.
maps. People are going to
But
have
also,
way
like-
much more bigger of like variety and imagery and creation. And hopefully that will make competitive better as well. Because Halo competitive fell off pretty hard. Like, the first 2 events were really big, and now they're only averaging, like, 20,000 people per event. So that just comes with time. That's what I personally think. I personally think it'll come back once Forge makes a reappearance.
Yeah.
I think you're definitely right on that part, and the fact
And
that,
co-op campaign. That's also one
they
of them
need
too.
to fix their replayability, I guess, and like that's one part of doing it. And the incentive to come back and play it a lot is not as high. Like those season, like, and it's very hard to get
Yeah.
like a new skin or something, which is
They just
fine.
need,
Right.
they need
That's
more
my problem
content.
with it.
I
I wish I could just buy the game, right? And I get microtransactions, like I get it. But I wish I could actually like unlock cool armor, right?
Yeah.
Like think about like Halo Reach, Halo 3, right? You could unlock armor as you played,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
And like the people that were super good, you could tell because they had the coolest armor,
Yeah.
right?
Because you actually worked
And
for
that's
it.
just not the case.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
somebody could be super good and just be wearing like the standard armor, and it's like I don't, there's just no incentive to like keep getting better at that stage, right? You're just playing
Yeah.
for fun. You're not playing for
Yeah.
any kind of visible ranking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
They need to
it's
make-
such in a weird place right now.
If they made Halo open world with different Spartans,
The campaign is open world.
Yeah, the campaign's
Yeah,
open
but,
world
like-
right now. Josh.
no,
What
I
do you
know, I know,
mean?
I know. I mean online, too.
Like an MMO, like Destiny.
Yeah.
What?
Wow, Josh, you're actually just high. Stop.
So
I think this really brings us well into like the topic of like dying games,
Yeah, I did want to talk about that.
yeah,
which I think is a really interesting topic that I'd love to talk about.
I
Like,
honestly
it's not
really
obviously-
agree because you said that in our little thread, Joe, and I was like, oh my god, I've never thought of it that way.
Dude, yeah.
I have a hot take. This isn't even a hot take. This is someone that everyone will agree with. SBMM. I think skill-based matchmaking is dog shit. I miss getting
Yeah.
into a Black Ops 2 or like a Modern Warfare 2 lobby, and you get either dog shit kids or fucking like level 600. Like you're no longer based in.
Gods.
Yeah, that's what competitive's for. Like if I want to get into
Right.
an unrated, I want no like matchmaking of.
I mean, especially for those types of games where they're big lobbies, right? There's like upwards of 24 people. So the incentive is to be the guy at the top of the leaderboard, because that's why I love TF2 so much, because TF2 there's no skill-based matchmaking, and it was the same thing. It was like you join these servers and you'd get to know the people on the server, and you're like, oh shit, like what's his face is on, he's obviously going to be at the top of the leaderboard. And then like after a year or two of playing, you're like, you end up being number 3 on the leaderboard, and you're like, oh shit, I'm starting to get really good. And I think that's why like I have so many hours in TF2 is because of, and that's why TF2 is not dead, even though it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Stuff like
it's
that.
actually
I think
this brings up a
Overwatch-
pretty good point with Destiny, actually in particular, because I don't know if you guys played during this period, but back when Activision Blizzard owned, or it was still I think just Activision owned a part of Destiny, owned a part of Bungie at that point in time, the game was dying, like dying hard and dying.
Destiny
fast.
1,
No, Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. Was this
Right, yeah,
before like
they switched to
Forsaken?
Steam and went free to play.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the
Yeah.
game was really dying, and they actually put in skill-based matchmaking to help partially deal with some of the load times, because they were doing connection-based before that, and there weren't enough connections. So
yeah.
they were doing skill-based matchmaking over certain areas, and it made the game so bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it
can't
was-
imagine
It was
that.
unplayable, because in Destiny, once you get to a certain level, I mean, it's so easy to kill someone.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
you
just
spawn in a
capped
game
out.
with 2. Yeah. Anyway, so what they did was the game went free to play. Bungie split off from Activision, got kicked off the Blizzard launcher, right? And then all of the like Blizzard stuff, like there was like a first round that came out, and because all the stuff about the frat boy
Yep.
area and everything. There was like one before that people kind of forget about, and then all this happened. But they got out before the one that happened a few years ago. And then they went to Steam. Destiny got super big again because it went free to play, and they got rid of skill-based matchmaking, went back to connection-based, and it's been in a really good, a pretty good spot since.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was an example of them like narrowly missing that, just destroying their entire PvP side.
Yep. I also have a big one, and that would be loot crates. I think loot crates are really cringe.
I don't know. Overwatch loot crates are pretty awesome.
See, the thing is like it'd be
Like you just get enough, you know. You don't get too much.
like I
You
like
get
a
enough.
battle pass. I think
Speaking
the
of
I
dying
think the
games.
battle pass is a great fucking integration into games.
Yep.
But like when you start doing loot crates, dude, like Apex for example, you could spend like $1,000 on Apex Legends and not get an heirloom at all. You know, so and like I remember spending like at least $60 on Black Ops 3, and like I didn't get shit from it. I got some dog shit calling cards and a couple of okay tags, you know, but I didn't get anything like really cool. And I don't know. That's one of my things that I do not like that can make a game die really badly.
You want to talk about
It'd be
bad
done
loot
right.
crates?
I feel like
that's a
that'd be done
segue
right.
into Smite. They have the worst loot crates out there, man.
Smite has loot crates?
Smite
Yeah, it
has
makes no
loot, like,
sense.
oh my god, they have like
Yeah,
chests,
it kind of
chests,
does.
right?
Yeah, it quote unquote, yeah.
And these you can like barely get any from gameplay. And one skin chest, which has a like maybe a 1 in 20 something roll of getting what you want, is like $8.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's so bad.
And then you'll end up getting a
Interesting.
character skin that you don't even want, and then
Right.
if
Or,
you
like,
do
an
want to spend the
emote.
money, you're ending up spending like $60, and you'll just either get a ward skin that just is completely fucking useless, or you end up getting like, oh wow, I got a Nazar skin, cool. I rarely play this bitch. I really want that Thoth skin, but nope, I have to spend another $50 in order to get it.
Now, Smite, they did actually introduce like what is that, like failure protection. So if you like keep not getting what you want, if you like buy like 6 loot crates, you get to pick the one you want.
That
But
is-
that's still
It's kind of
like-
like Genshin Impact,
like you
where you
should
kind of
have
get
the
that
option.
chance.
It's like
But
Genshin.
you get more ability to grab what you want at that point.
yeah. I mean, yeah, Genshin has just the worst. Like,
Yeah.
and everybody knows that Genshin has the worst.
Unless you're
You know who
Ryan,
has the
unless
best
you're
mobile
Ryan,
game?
has-
then you literally win your 50-50s every single time.
Yeah, that's true.
You know who has the best? I would say TF2. TF2 has the best loot crate system.
I don't think any loot crate system is good, but I don't think loot crates contribute to the death of a game. Look at TF2, look at CS:GO, the
Yeah.
number one played game on
Yeah.
Steam is a loot crate based system, but we do have to give it to TF2 for creating the loot
Yeah,
crate.
it created a whole economy. It created a whole economy of like refined iron, like that made the
Yeah.
game fun. But you could also trade it too and work your way up.
Well, that's like a Valve thing. That's like a CS:GO, TF2.
But
like
trading.
those
I feel like
specific
that's
things.
Shout out
why I added
TF2
that.
for introducing so many fucking different things, because they also like all the mini games that we end up playing is from TF2 as well.
Yeah, it was it's the class-based birth of the class-based shooter.
Yeah.
But and again, like Overwatch, I think is like kind of dead, but I don't think it's as dead as like people think it is, because
Yeah.
I still never
I-
have a problem finding a game. But
Yeah, I
Yeah.
brought that up more in regards to the Overwatch League.
yeah, the
Oh.
Overwatch
Fell
is
off hard.
hard.
I remember hearing about that all the time, and it was just gone.
Because they made such a huge deal about it. They invested so much money into it. And
Well,
then
they didn't let it grow from, which is why I'm a little worried about I'm not as worried with Valorant. Valorant kind of is doing a really good job, but the same thing. You can't like force a league. Like Blizzard is the one that's in charge of the league, you know, and with
Yeah.
CS:GO and like League of Legends, it was kind of like. And Dota too, it was a grassroots movement. Like people were making their
Yeah.
own tournaments, and then the developer was like, "Okay, like we'll
Yeah.
host like the championship title, you know, for Dota." Like I remember when Dota had the first ever like $1 million
it was like 2 million.
reward,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and it was a huge deal back in like 2014.
Yeah.
And then League of Legends did the same thing, but Overwatch, they were like, "All right, we're gonna start out by like franchising teams," and they did
Yeah.
it for some reason like a franchise, and I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
they should have done that. I feel
Just
like
not
it's not a
natural.
full- yeah.
You know what game isn't dying right now? Fortnite. Holy shit.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah, dude,
I'm not
Fortnite
gonna
had
cap.
fun, yeah.
Fortnite has been a lot of fun. I've been playing with the homies, and holy shit, it has
Is
been
it more fun
so
without the
fun.
build?
Yes, yes,
Really?
yes, because you can run around and you don't have to worry about some kid fucking making tilted towers right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's
was.
why
I
didn't
always found that
play, so,
ridiculous.
I
I'm
want
like,
to try it too.
Yeah,
I was
Gen-
found
like
that
genuinely,
ridiculous.
like the only most annoying part about the game right now is the tanks. I think the tanks are really cringe. It's probably just as cringe as the mechs back in like season 9. But overall, man, it's been a lot of fun. Like you run around. You don't have to worry about building at all.
the one gripe I had about Fortnite, it felt like I was walking into an ad-filled game, dude.
Not anymore.
Like a couple, like it was like 1 or 2 years ago, and like there was just so much shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then now, without building, I feel like it could like actually stand to come back because
No,
It w-
it doesn't need to come back. It's been popular.
Yeah.
Like even though like we
guess,
weren't
yeah.
into it for a lot of seasons, like
yeah,
it is the #1 example of a well done live service game.
yeah.
You can't really
It's
like
what the
argue with
kids
that.
play. They all play it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kids
every
play
single
it, adults
child
play
plays
it.
it.
All the streamers right now are kind of getting back into Fortnite because there's no building. Like I've been watching Ninja play for like the last like 3 days.
Because it took so much, I feel like, mental skill to play each game if you want to win,
Yeah,
with building. And like, I think it was just not fun after a while. Like, it's fun, like, because the map is awesome. I always thought the map was so cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just my take on it.
I mean it is what it is.
Here,
Go ahead, Sam.
I was just gonna give some examples of games that have died. Realm Royale. Anyone remember that?
Yep.
No, that was
I
High
remember that one.
Res's shitty attempt at a.
Rogue Energy, or not Rogue Energy.
Rogue Energy.
Rogue Company.
Oh, Rogue Company.
Yeah.
Evolve.
Battlefield 2042.
Battlefield 2042. Battle Right. Battleborn.
Fall Guys.
Yeah, in some respects. I think a younger audience still plays it. I think, but
What was
Definitely
the other
for our
one
generation.
that everyone was on? Oh, Splitgate.
Oh, that was like filling the
was
gap
fun,
before Halo
yeah.
came out.
Yeah, that was.
Everybody-
That game
they
was
still
fun
have
as
a-
fuck for
it
the
was
2 weeks we
niche
played it, though.
audience.
It was so
Yeah.
fun for the 2 weeks we played it.
I think they still have a niche audience too. I don't think it's
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah. It was trending on TikTok. That's how it got started. I'm pretty sure. I saw a TikTok, and then, yeah.
I can't think of any others. Lost Ark was really fucking big. I mean, it still has a really good player base,
still
but
is.
Elden Ring took over.
Mhm.
New World fell off pretty hard.
it did.
Again,
I
it
think
still has a
it
decent
also
viewer.
has this niche thing.
I follow that subreddit, and like it's just like I keep seeing it in my feed that like, is this game dead? Like, is the mechanics broken? Like, can I
Yeah.
fix this yet? And
Yeah.
it sounds like it's a mess right now.
It was fun
That's
for
kinda what I've
the
gotten from it,
50,
too.
60 hours I put into it. I mean, I didn't cap out like Carter did, but I enjoyed for the time that I played it in. It was a good.
Yeah, I played like a good amount and then I was done with it. It was like kind of like a single player game almost.
Yeah. I mean, you got to run around, play with your friends.
Fishing was the best part of that game.
Fishing, yes. Bastion
Yeah, the
fishing?
fishing was
Question
fun.
mark.
Oh,
Bastion fishing's great.
fishing.
like you could
What
literally
was
just
the,
sit there for
Blizzard
hours and
MOBA?
fish.
That's another one that died.
What else died?
The Blizzard MOBA. What was that one?
Oh, Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
don't even remember
Yeah, that
one.
died hard.
Hyperscape.
Ayo,
Ugh.
Skate 4? Question mark.
Dude, you know, one of the best video games of all time is Tony Hawk.
Pro
American
Skate.
Skate. Yeah, I liked American
Yeah.
Skateland.
I
On
liked-
on the Xbox.
I liked Skate 3. Skate 3 was a lot of fun.
Dude, skating games were like, I might get a skating game honestly now. I feel like they were just so much fun to ride around. Right?
I think Tony Hawk's coming out with another one. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure
think they
I think
are.
it's already out. I think it's already out.
Somebody
Did they
asked me
remaster it?
a couple weeks ago if I'm gonna get the new Madden, and I just looked at him like, bruh.
Do I look like I play Madden?
What are you talking
speaking of
about?
football, the Colts got a new quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they threw
Matty
away
Ice.
Carson Wentz. Yeah, they threw away Carson Wentz.
And now we got Matt Ryan, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
fucking Matty Ice.
Let's see how well
He's
that
old though,
goes.
so we'll. Yeah. We'll see
If
how-
we can get a QB though that can study under Matt Ryan, like a rookie, because we still have a pretty good draft, like round in the draft, so we could get definitely like a good QB to study under him, be like backup, and then take his spot when he retires.
We'll never have another Peyton Manning, which is unfortunate.
No.
No, I
It
don't
was
think that
supposed
at
to be
all.
Andrew Luck, and yeah, you
Yeah.
saw that happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's because we were getting beaten up. I wish we had Andrew Luck now. He was a great quarterback.
He
I
really
mean, we
was
had him
not.
for like what, 3 years, 4 years?
No, he was a great line. Our O line was terrible, and now our O line is fantastic.
Okay.
And that's why he retired, because he was like, yeah, I can't keep doing that. That's why he like put so much money into CTE and all those concussion like prevention companies. Or yeah,
Back
like,
Pat McAfee.
and like he had lacerated his kidney, and he kept playing. He was getting beaten up.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of games, whether it's football or not, we have some pretty interesting upcoming games coming out. Let's start off with one that I'm not very interested in, which would be Witcher 4. Thoughts?
You're
Oh,
wait,
dude.
what?
Oh my god.
I've never
You're
played the
not
Witcher
interested
series.
in the-
I've never played the Witcher
What?
series.
Play it.
Neither have I. Neither have I, Joey. Neither have I.
What?
I stand with
Oh
you
my
on this one.
God.
You guys are
Thank you,
crazy.
Josh.
Yeah, Fallout's
Well,
better.
See, the thing is that
Not the
I've
past
never
couple ones,
I've never
but-
played
Oh
Witcher,
my
so I can't
God.
say it's a good or a bad game. I'm just not interested because I've never played it before.
Just play The Witcher 3. Like you
Yeah,
don't
just
even
play the
need to
third.
Just when it goes on sale, pick it up. You will.
It's like a
not
better
regret
Bethesda game. It's literally a better game than any Bethesda
Okay,
game.
don't you dare
that
talk
they
shit
put
about
out.
Todd Howard like
I'm,
that.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
No,
bro.
no.
It
it.
is.
It's so good.
Wow,
No way.
you finally awaken.
When are we gonna get another Skyrim? Or,
I
like,
don't know,
an
but
Elder Scrolls
there is a
Working
new
on
Harry
Elder Scrolls
Potter
6.
RPG that's coming out, and that looks fucking
That
sick.
yes, that does look awesome.
It looks fine. I don't
Did you
think
ever
I'm
play
gonna
any of the Harry Potter
get
games?
it.
I played one of them
And they were
on the
fun, dude.
PS2, I think.
Yeah, and they were so fun. Yeah,
They
I played
were a
mine
lot
on
of
the
fun.
PS2 as well. It was like the third one, right?
I think so.
Like the Dementors and shit.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I
It was,
remember
like-
having to mess around with the stairs, and you have to like walk down the stairs
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
did.
think it could be cool.
From the little E3 thing that they was it E3? It was something that
It's an
it
RPG
was, it was
game, right?
PlayStation.
So-
It was PlayStation Live thing that they had. It looked really good. I'll probably end
Harry
up buying
Potter.
that game.
Yeah, I'll play. If it's an MMO, like you can,
I'm not fully sure.
like you create your own wizard in the wizard world.
Yeah, but I don't know if you play with other people.
Dude, that would be sweet.
Now, a game that is coming out in 3
Hogwarts
weeks
Legacy.
is Lego Star Wars. Oh my god.
Ooh, that one does look really good.
I wish Ryan was here because him and I would be jerking it right now to it. But dude, like, oh my god, it looks so good. I've been seeing some leaks on TikTok. Oh, dude, I already know I'm going to have so much fun with it on stream. It is literally going to be such a good game, and I'm going to play it from front to back and back to front. I'm going to play the fuck out of that game.
it does.
There's a couple of
Isn't it on Steam already?
I think you pre-order it. Because if I pre-order it, I can get Mando as a character. And that's one of the reasons why I might pre-order it.
What game is this again?
Lego Star Wars.
I
Skywalker
saw
Saga.
a video of it. I saw a video of like the animations of like when you hit a headshot on a
Oh,
on a
Stormtrooper?
the helmet-
Yeah.
yeah, it pops off.
Yeah, spins
Like-
or it pops off.
That's awesome.
It's
Like, it's
definitely going to
definitely,
still
like-
have the nostalgia of the old Lego
They just
games.
have new tactics.
But it's
I feel
new
like, for sure.
tactics, a new HUD, new UI. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
I
it'll be
really
really
can't
good.
wait.
Sure.
What else do we have in here? We talked about that. Let's get to know.
You're forgetting Breath of the Wild 2, man.
Oh, true.
Breath of the Wild 2 is supposed to come out this year.
I haven't looked much into
God.
it. How promising is it looking, Joe?
We have no fucking clue.
Yeah, there's no information on it. As long as it's more of the first, I'm sure it'll be good.
I mean, all we have is the first trailer that they released like 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to end up getting an Elgato and somehow integrating that onto my PC because I definitely want to play that on stream.
Capture card. I think your capture card can record it. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Talking about being able to stream a Switch game onto my computer.
Oh yeah,
to
yeah,
OBS.
yeah. Yeah.
Because I definitely want to play that on stream.
I know, right?
Let's get a little bit know more about you, Joe, because this is your interview. This is you are the guest here. So, Smite. That's obviously you and I's playground. What got you into Smite, and why do you like it so much?
Let's talk about. Yeah, we can start with what got me in, and it was really everybody else playing it. I mean, between you, Ryan, Ian, Max. We had quite the squad back in the day.
Yeah, team
I
backslash
started
baby.
playing it, and I have an incredibly competitive personality. So even after you guys stopped playing, I like really wanted to try and get good, and I got to the point where I was playing pros in some matches.
Yeah,
and that was like my peak. Yeah, and I did well. Like I have like old pictures of me beating some of the pros, which was pretty cool. But then I didn't play for a little while and kind of dropped off. But I kept playing after that.
Yeah,
still on and off for a while.
Ryan, Ian, and I had that little like 2-month course of playing it, and then obviously we all fell off of it again.
And then we get to like current Smite, and that's where
What is the current state of Smite right now?
I'm so glad you asked. I played 2 games of Smite today because I hadn't played a full game in a couple months, and I really wanted to see what was going on. First game, I had little idea of what was going on. Somebody started next to me, which was different than the old start, and I didn't really know what to do about that, so I just kind of went with it. I play in the position I've always played. I play jungle and Smite, and I play the new character, and everything's going pretty well. And then like somebody drops from the other team, and then it's like game over. Like we won like one team fight, somebody quit, and then the other team surrendered.
Damn.
It was like I only got to play the game for like 10 minutes, right?
Aren't they like queue time is pretty long too?
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute queue time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 3 to 5 minutes.
Like, what are you gonna do? Play another game while you wait?
Oh, of course you can sit in the lobby and watch the ads that they have built in.
What?
Because that's the only way to grind for any like rewards.
No way.
Like any like skins or anything in Smite.
Oh my god.
Is to sit through the but they only let you watch so many at once. So you can only watch like 4 or 5 ads at once when you need, 30 to get the chest that could contain a skin, right?
Yeah. Sounds
all
like
right.
Smite.
So then I started game 2, all right? Everything's going all right. I'm not playing my main position, but I'm playing one I'm pretty all right at. And then it's like I fight somebody with like a diamond border on a really cringe character playing Amus and Cobb, right? This guy's just
AMC.
a piece of shit, right? And yeah, whatever. I'm hanging, right? It's not very fun, but I'm hanging. Win like one team fight, somebody quits, game over.
Damn.
You don't get to play. It's in such a bad spot.
Might have to do a Smite night soon, Joe.
We can try, and they had a new game mode that I haven't played yet and stuff. But man, like the Conquest is the premier game mode that they have, and it's just in such a bad spot.
That's tough. Have they changed the map at all since last time we played?
Yes, there's some new additions. They kind of imagined it with like Indian influence because Shiva is the new god for this year.
Is she the new assassin then?
I think it's a he, but I think it's technically both. Whatever.
Oh, my bad.
But no, he's a warrior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always play an interesting warrior role, anyways.
I like flexing a warrior into the jungle position. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, not great from Smite, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, Josh, do you have anything else to add before we continue this interview?
No, but it was
Because
great.
I know you have a cutoff
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, thank you. I do have to go make some dinner.
Okay, brother.
Yeah, but thanks for having me, Joe. It was great learning about you and your culture of video games, you know.
Not a big
But
deal, man.
I'll probably talk to you guys in
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah,
so.
we'll see you later.
Later, guys.
We appreciate you, Josh.
see
Thank
you
you for
later,
stopping by.
See ya.
All right. We'll continue here. We push forward. Go beyond.
Sorry if I'm going too long.
Oh,
just
no,
let me know.
no, you're good. I knew he had to leave for dinner, and I looked up and it said 7:30, and I was like, ooh. What else? So, you do computer engineering. What intrigues you to
computer science,
that?
but yeah.
Oh, same difference. It's computers. It's numbers. Why?
Do you want to know the actual reason?
Yeah. That's why I
You want to know
asked.
the absolute truth? All right. So I went to I was gonna go into engineering, right?
Oh, so technically I
I was
was
pretty much-
right.
Kind of. I was gearing up to go into engineering. I go to the presentation at Purdue because it's it's a huge engineering school. I get there. Am sitting in this giant room filled with people for this, engineering presentation. It's the most boring shit I've ever heard anyone like utter. So I literally got up, left, and went into the science room where somebody talked about computer science, and just decided on the spot to do that instead.
That's
Nice.
funny.
That's
So here
awesome,
I am.
actually. Well, I'm glad that you have something that you enjoy doing and like actually have an interest in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool being able to pretty much, within the bounds of like what you can do with a website or anything, you can pretty much develop anything you want and get pretty immediate results for anything you want to change or try out.
Yeah.
So it's cheap, relatively. Like you think some people need these huge machines in order to like work on anything. I need my computer, right? And
Yeah.
almost all coding stuff is free.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you can literally get a job anywhere with that, as well.
You can.
Literally
Yeah.
anywhere. That's why I chose HVAC, because a house and a building need heating and air no matter what, It's
Yep.
become a necessity, and now technology with the way it's at, that's a necessity, and that's where you come in. So
And I'm really into cybersecurity and stuff now, which is like, I mean, you think about like ransomware attacks and everything. How do you defend against that? How do you keep your servers safe?
yeah.
That's kind of the field I'm in now, and that's it's a good place to be right now.
I could only imagine, because technology is only furthering and furthering as we keep going. It's like every 10 years our technology like tenfolds, isn't it? Isn't that like the statistic?
It's doubles in capacity every few
Yeah.
years.
That's
Isn't there a
frickin-
plateau coming up though? Or am I wrong?
They
about
think
that?
they've hit it just because of like technical limitations, but I mean, there's always been a plateau, and then somebody thinks of something really cool, and then it works, right? Like I think quantum computing will be the next big thing, and I've also like kind of discussed this with some security professionals, but we think that like once quantum computing becomes real, like China has some, we think that we have some in the U.S., but like crypto is going to be useless.
Yeah. And also,
heard that
M3, Web3 is coming out soon too, and that's gonna be a big change factor in the whole world.
Yeah, I mean, part of that's to like give power away from the government, right? For Web3, it's a peer-to-peer,
Yeah.
or more peer-to-peer, I believe. But like anything else, the government's going to find a way to regulate it. People are going to find ways to monetize it. Nothing's really going to change. It's going
No.
to change for like a little bit.
It'll be hype
Yeah.
for
If it even
3
does.
months, and then they're gonna find a
Yeah.
way around it.
Pretty
It'll be
much.
a lit 3 months though.
Mhm. That's going to be illegal for anybody to use, and then your computers are going to like come with pre-installed chips that basically prevent you from ever using or, like actually using the protocols to make connections with the new web or whatever.
And then you won't be able to get a
stupid.
VPN to avoid it either. It's
Right, because those are going to be super illegal, super triple double illegal, and then like Windows is going to take it off your computer, and it's not going to be worth it to the average person to use it.
Yeah.
Just like Tor is not worth it to the average person to use it because it's slow and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So
the government always finds a way. They always
exactly.
do. I know one of your biggest interests is also beer. I knew you wanted to talk a little bit about beer.
Oh my god! Here, let me.
Speaking
let me
of
use
the
this
grabber,
nifty grabber
that I still need to come and get from you.
Yes,
Oh,
you
look
do.
at him. Is he gonna get it?
Is...
Oh, look at that!
Now
Sheesh!
this is my award. I entered a raffle, and I got Bourbon County Goose Island Bourbon County Stout
Wow.
from a raffle. And this is like my prized beer possession. I'm supposed to drink it in like 3 years once it's like finished aging. Yeah, that's. I'm already looking forward to that. It's like 3 years out before I get to drink it.
No.
See, Joe, I also still have the beer that you gave me for my birthday, which is...
Oh, the Belgian triple?
Yeah, the Belgian triple.
Yeah, that's some good stuff, man.
This stuff. It actually is really tasty. I really liked it. I haven't popped the whole thing. I've had one. I might actually have one tonight just because of you.
Oh,
Do it, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
It actually is really good. Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, before we ask this, Joe, what is your favorite beer?
Hefeweizens. So that's a German wheat beer, and it's like super flavorful. If you ever had a wheat beer, a Belgian triple is like kind of a stronger wheat beer. But this Hefeweizens have a lot of flavor. They have like almost like a cloviness, like little like twinge of banana even, but just like the same kind of flavor. And they're just so tasty. So good. If you see a Hefeweizen at the store, you're probably not going to go bad by trying it.
Yeah, I might have to. I always like trying new shit. Sam, do you have a favorite beer? I know you're not a huge beer guy.
Yeah, I do. It's Shorts Brew Soft Parade.
Ooh.
What type is that?
It is a... Get it up here. But I know this is my favorite. I always get it when I'm in Michigan. I think of a local brew. Midwest. IPA.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a super fruity, like the beer itself is like, it looks like a wine. It's like almost like red.
Oh.
Super fruity, strawberry, blueberry, blackberry. It's like kind of sweet. It's pretty good. It's just, that's always been my favorite. I always get it when I think they haven't listened.
See, I'm white trash. I like Blue Moon. I like Blue Moon with an orange, dude. You have my heart. Blue Moon's so good.
Actually, if you like Blue Moon, try higher quality wheat beers. I mean, that's actually, so Blue Moon is technically a wit beer, which means it's a Belgian wheat, I believe.
Okay.
It's just like less flavorful than almost every other wit.
Yeah,
To
shocker.
be honest.
More water than anything.
Yeah, kind of.
Piss beer.
But I mean, if you're at a store and you see like a wheat beer, it's probably going to have like the same flavor profile and maybe just be a little tastier. So
I've had when my neighbor was still around, he gave me like this Hershey's chocolate beer. And it was I thought it was really good. I actually really liked it.
that's good. I could not bring myself to buy it.
Really?
I'm seeing that at the store.
I only had like that much of it, but it was still like, it was tasty for what it was. You could taste the chocolate in it. It was a little, I wouldn't say tart. Tart's not the right word. It was, I don't know. I can't think of the current word right now.
So one of the things with sweet beers like that is that they leave a bit of an aftertaste that
Yeah.
almost does taste hard in your mouth.
I remember the
And that's what I
aftertaste.
really don't like about those.
But see, I still like shit beers too. Like I love give me a Bud Light, dude. I'll drink a Bud Light. I like Miller Lights. I like Coronas with limes.
How?
Dude, it's an acquired taste. You really do have to just keep drinking it. The
Dude,
first
Stockholm
one,
Syndrome.
the first one is always the worst. The first one is always the worst. But the second one, it's numbed you, and you're like, okay, it tastes good now.
I mean, if you
It's
like
hard to
those,
explain.
you're gonna save money. So I mean, power to you. But
Yeah.
it ain't for me.
I've also learned to I've known my limit on drinking too. So I love it when people are like, "Yo, Joey, let's take a shot," and I'm like, "Nah, dude, this is it. I gotta be able to drive." I'm out.
Yeah. I heard you. I heard that you go pretty hard at the pub. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. I go hard. Oh yeah. Speaking of, I ran into Paco at Meyer yesterday morning.
That's who told me you go pretty hard at the pub.
Oh no.
I was grocery shopping, and I was going past the ice cream aisle, bro, and I saw Paco. I was like, "Yo, Paco, what up?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, you going to the pub tonight?" And I'm like, "No." No, I'm not. He's like, "Oh, well, I'm working." I'm like, "That's great. I won't be there. Thanks, though." Oh, shit. All right, Joe, I'm going to ask you some fun-filled questions, and that's where we'll end it out. Because I haven't actually gotten to ask people this question, so I always want to do it. You're going to be the first guest to witness it. So what is your dream destination?
Dream destination.
We're saying on all these questions, at least for the next one as well, there is no limit on money.
No limit on money. Oh my god.
You have $1 million. You know,
$1 million. Okay,
you
so
can
yeah.
go anywhere besides the moon. You know.
Right. I mean Japan, probably. To be honest. Well, let's
I
be
can
honest.
respect that.
That.
Obviously,
I'd go and
obviously,
I'd
no
splurge and I'd go
COVID,
hiking.
no COVID,
Yeah.
no illnesses, whatever. The world's perfect, and you have $1 million.
Hokkaido has some of the best hiking trails on the planet. You can hike the entire Hokkaido region. So if I had $1 million, I'd probably just drop everything and just go have some fun there.
I respect
I
that.
think I'd just go hiking, have a good time,
Sam?
and then go and do all the anime stuff.
Yeah.
Probably same.
You're cutting
Or
in and out, bud.
Oh, probably same, I'd say, but I don't know, honestly. That's a hard question.
See, I'd like to go to Iceland. Either Iceland or Ireland. Those would be really cool to go to.
Iceland would be cool.
I've been to Ireland. It's really cool.
Yeah, and Garrett was talking to me about it earlier today, and I was like, oh, Ireland sounds so fun. Especially with all the beer, Joe. There's so much
There
beer
are
there.
drunk people stumbling down the street in Ireland. It's 100% correct. There are no lies in the stereotypes.
Next up, dream car.
Dream car. All right.
This one's easy.
I already know mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like cars very much. I'm not a car guy.
Understandable.
So what, like a Tesla?
I have to buy a new car though. So I'm gonna say.
You don't have to know the exact make or model. If you just...
Is it the Audi G8?
R8, you're probably thinking
Alright,
of.
Yeah, I
Same.
probably get that.
Damn.
Same car. I agree.
See, I have my dream car that sits in front of me every day. Now,
Okay.
I'm not a Chevy guy, okay? I'm not a huge fan of Chevys, but my dream car actually is a Chevy.
Ew.
And it would be something that looks a little like this. Just a nice little classed out Camaro.
Ew.
Wings. It's buffered out. Yellow.
That's just
black
'cause of
racing
Transformers.
stripes. Yes, that's exactly why. Yes. And it
Oh
would be
my gosh.
it would be a manual. It'd be a 6-speed. It would be so sick. And if it wasn't that, it'd be a 1986 Ford Bronco because fucking O.J. Simpson.
Dude, I keep seeing
also
the
like
Broncos on the
Broncos.
road, and it's like, oh, should I get a Bronco just because of OJ?
I feel that. I like Broncos a
Dude, the
lot,
new
actually.
Bronco is gross.
Yeah, no,
hate the
none of the
fact
new
it says
ones.
Bronco on the front. I hate that.
Yeah,
Like, if it didn't have that, like, it'd be an alright car.
I mean, I can understand because, like, the way that models look right now, like, we're very curved. And I'm personally more of a box style kind of guy when it comes to vehicles. That's why I like my Ranger so much, because my Ranger was very boxy. And now everything's all curved and everything has to look cute. And I don't know.
I hate the look of
My
this.
inner
I'm not gonna
country
look
boy just brings out the ignorance in me. Like, I just want to,
I
like,
don't
cut
know.
off the exhaust, either slam it to the ground or hijack it all the way up. Big ass tires. I want it loud. Just like that kind of shit, you know? And that's what I can see in my Camaro or Broncos, just being loud and obnoxious. And
That's what I
then,
do with my Jeep, but my Jeep's like legitimately a hazard to ride in at this point.
yeah, speaking of the Jeep, remember when your dad ran into Josh's car?
I still drive that Jeep. That's the one I drive now.
Oh, nice. That was like 6 years ago. Sam, was yours the same? The Audi R8?
It's the Audi R8, yeah.
Okay.
It's just a good car. Good car.
Yeah.
And then, what is your favorite movie franchise or series? Or your favorite TV show? I'll explain it out and make it a little easier. Because you already said anime, so we're not counting anime here.
No animes?
No.
Even
animes.
movies?
No.
I'm gonna be honest. My favorite movie, like it's a duo, would be the Kill Bill. Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Okay. Yeah, that's respectable as fuck, actually.
It's just so like over the top. I love it.
Sam?
Ugh.
Because, see, like, my favorite...
It has to be a franchise?
It doesn't have to be a franchise. So, like my favorite TV show of all time. Or movie. I'll say both. My favorite TV show, Entourage. 100%. I've watched that show so many times. I could literally start it up right now. I would end stream right now, watch it, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. And then movie series? God. I actually didn't even think about this one. I don't want to go with something basic like Marvel.
Star
Transformers.
Wars.
Star
No,
Wars
it's
or
Transformers.
Transformers. I would say
Marvel's-
probably The Matrix. I really like The Matrix a lot. It's different from what it is. Especially for the time that it was coming out. I wouldn't say it's my favorite of all time, but it's definitely one of my most intriguing ones. That, like, when I go back and watch it, I'm like, holy shit, I forgot this happened. This is so pog.
I don't know what mine would be, because, like, my favorite, like, my actual favorites are just, like, anime stuff.
Okay, well, then
Actually.
say it.
Okay. My
Ponyo.
favorite, like...
I like Ponyo.
Yeah, it's gonna be their stuff, like Ponyo, Spirited Away,
Yeah, you're a big Spirited
Castle
Away
in the
fan.
Sky. All of those are like my favorite movies, and then shows would be like Naruto or Hunter x Hunter or something like that. Honestly,
You're such a weeb.
is what? No. Tool says my favorite movie is Step Brothers.
Ooh, that's a solid pick. What do you mean? See, okay, I would say my favorite movie of all time is also an anime movie, but it's not anime, it's cartoon. And that'd be 8 Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler.
What is that?
You've
What?
never seen it? Oh my god, it's like
No.
it's a Christmas Hanukkah movie, dude. It's so good.
It confuses me why you like Adam Sandler so
Dude,
much.
we will have to have a movie night with it. It's actually so good.
Oh my god.
It is one of Adam Sandler's best creations. Trust.
Okay.
Trust. I promise. You guys can make fun of me. I don't give a shit.
It's just so you.
It
To
is me.
like Adam Sandler that much.
I
It's
love
so
Adam.
funny.
Jack hates Adam Sandler. I love Adam Sandler.
I'm not a huge Adam Sandler fan.
Okay,
These
crying,
movies are so bad,
crying
dude.
Baltimore,
Yeah, what
man.
do you mean? Yeah, thank you,
It's
Joe.
so bad.
Crying Baltimore.
You're so weird.
Alrighty, guys. Joe, do you have any ending statements or anything that you want to add in before we end here?
Luminosity is the best Valorant team, and they got completely. I mean, it was just unfair the way they lost. Some bad connection or something.
Yeah, they have
To the guard.
yeah, they
Yeah,
have
they got it
not
next time.
they have not been
Oh
doing
my
very well.
God, that's
At
funny.
least you guys have XQC.
We have XQC.
Yeah, XQC is part of Luminosity Gaming, dude.
I didn't even know that.
I knew that. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Sam, you have anything you want to add?
Oh, quickly, some new music that has come out. That's pretty
Ooh.
good. I would suggest is Denzel Curry came out with an album really recently that is really, 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 really good. Like, really good.
Yeah.
Like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 good. Highly recommend it. Denzel Curry, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. Other than that, who
Wired
else
Up by
have I been
Mayhue
listening
Music
to?
was pretty fucking good too.
Pretty good song, but I've been listening also to Earth Gang's new album. Is also very, very, very good. That's all I got.
YouTube.com/crankbeats. He's pretty good too.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah, add it.
6 consoles, satellite dish, cat cam, dog cam. Oh shit. All right. Do you guys have anything else before we end it here?
That's it for me.
That's
Thanks for having me, man.
all.
Alrighty, Joe. Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out.
It's great talking to you.
Absolutely. Well, you and I will have a Smite night. I promise. I promise.
We got to do it, man.
We'll do a Smite night on stream. We'll try and get Ian and Ryan. We'll get the boys together. We'll have a good night. And even if they don't
Alright.
show up, you and I will destroy a conquest game. I give
do
my
it.
pinky
Any day,
promise
any day.
right now. That is my
Alright.
pinky promise. All right, boys. I appreciate you guys so much. I will catch you all later. I am going to take a quick
Absolutely.
intermission. So thank you so much. Next episode, we're going to have Crank Beats. That'll be a good one.
Sheesh.
And then, Sam, I don't know if you were listening before, but I am thinking about a MayhueMusic interview and a Jozay Rozay interview for 2
let's
episodes.
go.
So, yeah, you and I can talk about that more later. Just to kind of get your mind racing right now.
Sweet.
All right, boys. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'll catch you all later.
All right.
See you on the flip
Bye,
side.
chat. Bye, everyone.
We'll see you. Bye, guys.
Peace and love.
All right, guys. Let us go to here. That is the 5th episode of the